Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the Age of Heroes. Thank you for joining us. If it's your first time, we're just going to have a little casual chat about some of the stuff we like, and we're going to follow on from last week and talk about the finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then maybe a few other topics, a little bit of Zack Snyders Army of the Dead afterwards. My name's Tom, and with me this week is the usual suspects.
Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome back, everyone.
Hi, everyone. It's Charlie. Thanks for coming back.
Hi guys, it's Danny here. Let's enjoy this last episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier and let's go for it.
Lovely. Before we get started, I think Paul's got going to carry on from the giveaway from last week.
Yes, Tom. Excited for this one. Last week, guys, if you tuned in, we've done a giveaway, our first one, courtesy of the Geek Garage, for a Falcon and a Winter Soldier Funko Pop. If you can see them there without blending in the green screen there. You just had to comment on last week's video. Lucky enough, we had a few, and the winner is Amy Simpson. So we'll message them on the YouTube channel. It's Amy Simpson, won both the pops. Congratulations.
Lovely. Well done, Amy.
Well done.
Brilliant. Yeah, so if we crack on then with the last episode of, possibly the last episode of this season. I don't know if anything else has been confirmed. So what do we all think? Danny, likes, dislikes?
Yeah, I'll kick us off. So we have a black Captain America now. It's official. Sam Wilson is our new captain. I thought overall the series was excellent. I thought, as I said last week, Anthony Mackie is a brilliant Captain America. Absolutely loving the suit, as we all predicted it would be. I thought it was very, very comic book accurate. It sets up a few twists and turns, and obviously if you didn't see the ending of it, sets up quite nicely with a young Sharon Carter, who I will go on to a bit later. But also they've just announced, spoiler announcement, that Captain America 4 is now in development, and Anthony Mackie is going to be headlining that, so congratulations to him. So yeah, very, very good episode. I know it had a little bit of backlash, but I didn't see why. What do you guys think?
You know what? I loved it. I thought it was really good. Like you said, I kept saying to my missus throughout the whole thing, it kind of seemed like every minute was the last minute. Like it was so jam-packed with sort of action and everything that every bit of it seemed so good. Like the reveal of Sam Wilson being Captain America coming within the first couple of minutes is something that kind of again seemed like the end of an episode, like big scene, and then it just kind of built and built and built. Like you said, it's very sort of comic accurate. Was really good. I think the speech that Sam gives when he comes out and he's talking to the senators is one of like the most Captain America things. It's such a good speech, such this sort of telling everyone off, that kind of level of I'm Captain America, you listen to me kind of thing, and calling everyone. I think he's done that so well, and he fits into the character amazingly. Like they kind of set up his role as like a grief counselor or whatever it is, counselor for ex-soldiers, and then he fits into that perfectly, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm not a massive fan of all the Marvel series, but this is really good. It's a lot better than the one that we did. And there's a lot to put in the last episode. It didn't feel jam-packed so much. I will say that. It was written really well. And again, I like the reveal of him earlier on. It surprised me. I was like, did I miss something from last week to this week? Because he's here, he's outfit. Cool suit, and I like jackets on it. Yeah, I like how it's tying up some stuff, and we spoke about this last week where it's with the other Captain America in there, where he's going as agent. Who is he going to be?
US agent, yeah.
That's it, US agent. That was it. And like we was talking about that, and then not seeing it happen. I was like, oh, you guys was just talking about how he's going to go sort of that route. Yeah, so I can see a lot more going to come off this. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that the US agent reveal. Like just a subtle change of his costume to make it like take it so it's not red, white, and blue. Give him like the black and red costume. Yeah. Makes him look like a badass. And I think Wyatt Russell playing him is so good. Like he's such a good actor. that there's tiny little bits. Like if you kind of watch him since he takes the super soldier serum, you can see like little twitches and like his head will keep twitching and his hands are shaking every now and then, and it's just like kind of showing how unstable he is now that he's got like this serum in him. I think he plays it so well.
What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked it much more than I thought I was going to like it, to be honest with you, because as I said last week, it wasn't something that was on my sort of must-watch list. But yeah, same with you. When he right at the start, when you see him in the costume, I was really expecting that to be like a last 30 seconds type job, and to kick off with it. The episode felt like it just flew by. Do you know what I mean? Sort of 45, 50 minutes. And it just flew by because, as Charlie was saying, it was so sort of action-packed without feeling like there was too much jammed in. And I think, obviously, Anthony Mackie, he had quite a tough job, knowing that how much everyone liked Chris Evans as Captain America and Steve Rogers as Captain America and that character. I completely agree with Charlie. That after the first sort of 10, 15 minutes action sequence, that speech he's given to the senators, it was just perfect, just hit the nail on the head and cemented him as Captain America to the point where you think, oh, that announcement that there's going to be a Captain America 4, you can see that he can take the reins, like he can headline that.
Yeah.
But I will agree that my favourite part of the show is, without a doubt, Wyatt Russell. I think he's brilliant. I hope they don't waste him. I hope we're going to see more of him. I hope he's just not going to become some sort of silly throwaway villain and can be something that is sort of, because his character is really, I know the deeds that he does seem to be bad, but he's really sort of grey area, because in his mind, as with most good villains, he thinks what he's doing is right. You know, the ends justify the means, and that's just not how they rock and roll in the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? I just thought he was brilliant. I just really like that character. But I think everyone in it, the acting has been on point, as Paul said. The writing has been brilliant. I loved that scene at the end when they go to the Captain America sort of museum.
Oh yeah,
whatever it is. It was really sort of touching. That. Yeah,
I called it. I did call that, didn't I?
You did, mate. Yeah, you said that last week.
You've got that on video now that you've called it.
Yeah, it's out there. I was delighted because I really loved the Isaiah Bradley character, especially from the comics, and I thought, you know, they'd done his character justice in this. I thought it was excellent casting, and yeah, it was brilliant. It was good to see him at the end, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually gave me goosebumps when he see it all. And then he looks at Cap, as you say, he was Cap then, and he sees him, and you could see what it meant to him, and I just thought it was excellent. And so, just going back to Anthony Mackie, he was superb, and I'm a massive fan of Cap and Chris Evans' portrayal of Steve Rogers, and I thought he was brilliant. Just a quick one on Wyatt Russell that I don't know if you guys saw, which I thought was brilliant, that when he actually put on the suit, he had the same reaction that he did when he put on the US agent. He went, "Oh, it's in black." That was it. He just turned around and said, "Oh, it's the same, but it's in black."
Yeah.
But I think, just touching on what you said, Tom, I think he will be going forward more involved with it. I definitely think you can see him as probably one of the leaders of the Dark Avengers / Thunderbolts. Definitely. But one thing I wanted to say about the not just the casting, but the props that they use with the Marvel shows and films, how comic book accurate the costumes are. You know, from Wanda in WandaVision to Anthony Mackie's Cap with his new suit, absolutely brilliant. And even Wyatt Russell as US agent, I just think they look absolutely spot on every time.
Yeah, they do. I agree with that. And as Charlie mentioned last week, we was having conversations about how can Sam Wilson be Captain America when he's steadfast in his decision to not want any of the super soldier serum. But they, as we mentioned, with having his suit, they utilise his suit so well in the fight scenes that there was a bit, when he was holding the truck up and it had sort of like the sort of jetpack hits from his wings, or one scene where he was having a fight. I can't remember what it was. It might have been. Yeah, and there was where his wings come back and dug into the floor. I thought it was just brilliant. So you can kind of watch it, and as well as obviously he's physically capable and agile, his suit just gives him that little bit of oomph to be able to sort of go toe to toe with some of these.
I think as well another good bit is when you see when he was training. I think it was the end of the last episode where you see him training. He's doing all of his flips and everything like that. He's learning how to catch the shield and deflect the shield, and then pretty much everything you see him learning in that last episode, he does in the fight scenes. Like all the little flips and things he does when he's fighting with Carly, and when he's fighting like Batroc and things like that. I think I love seeing that little, like I said, like the flips, and you can see that he'd been practicing, and now he can do that. And like a couple of other little things, like when he enters the building right at the beginning, when you first see him in the suit, and when he leaves the building afterwards, he throws his shield through the window to sort of smash it before he gets there, and it's like a little nod to the fact that he doesn't have the super soldier serum, so he's not like this almost indestructible man. Like he needs to use that shield to protect himself as much as he does to use it to fight the bad guys.
Yeah. There's one more bit, like we spoke about this as well, and it was like you knew everything that was coming up was Winter Soldier going to see the Chinese man and telling him his son, and then the floating prison island. I was like, you guys were saying about this, and it was happening. I was like, are these writing this or what? I don't know. Yeah.
Like we were saying, to touch on that scene as well, where Sam takes Isaiah Bradley to the Cap Museum. Like I said, that's such a touching moment that he had managed to have all this done, like so that all the stuff that happened to him in the past is now like recognised, and he's going to kind of be seen as a hero. I sat here watching it with my wife, and she cried at that point. She was it was a deep moment.
Yeah, it was my favourite part of the episode. That was
another little kind of throwaway moment that I absolutely love. Is right at the beginning when the Winter Soldier's walking through, when Bucky's walking through, and the police kind of part for him and call him Sergeant Barnes. I think that's good. Like, not everyone sort of sees him as the Winter Soldier. Some people still understand that, like, he was a war hero just as much as Captain America. He gave up just as much as him back in World War II. So, like,
because earlier on in episode 1 or 2, it is quite the opposite. When they first go to visit, Isaiah Bradley, they turn up to arrest him. It's quite the opposite reaction to what they have happened at the end now.
I got to admit, I kind of wanted to see him I wanted to see him use the shield at least once, maybe in that fight. I'd have loved to have seen that.
Well, do you think going forward, obviously they've announced Captain America 4, do you think because you keep hearing rumours that Chris Evans has signed on for another appearance, do you think we will see him, not as Captain America, but maybe see him come back as in some form, like as an elderly man again? Or
100%. Well, he was meant to have been in the finale, they said.
Really?
They said that his scene got cut.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And who else was meant to have been in the finale? Someone else was meant to have had a cameo. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to come back to it. But yeah, I think he will come back as a old man in Captain America 4. But I'm probably just throwing it out there because I'm just hoping and praying they do it. I want to see the journey of when he took the Infinity Stones back throughout the time.
Brilliant.
Just he's got to meet Red Skull again. That's what I want.
Flashback scene, so he's got to film. They've got to film that, and there might just flashback stuff showing you like quick.
Yeah. I think
there was one.
I'd like to see him come back, like you said, kind of as old man Cap, and see him kind of be a mentor to Sam a little bit more, like to understand what it means to be Captain America, and kind of bring him through to really solidify him as Captain America. I'd like to see.
I'll tell you one scene, Charlie, I'd love to see is Captain America 4. You've got Sam Wilson fighting whoever it is, and then all of a sudden he's getting his ass kicked, and all of a sudden you hear on your left, and then there's Cap there.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see him like throw the shield and then miss it and like not catch it, and just see another hand catch it and be Steve Rogers behind him.
You're you're giving these ideas out for free. You need to keep these under wraps.
When Kevin Feige watches this video, he can understand that we want a credit.
What's the crack with Sharon? Is there something in
Scroll?
You think?
100%. There's no way. I'm not having it.
I was thinking she was a Skrull because that's like an absolute left turn for her character. But if she was a Skrull, she wouldn't need that like mesh face hiding thing that Black Widow used in Winter Soldier.
Unless she's, no, it's a bit. I was going to say unless she doesn't, she's like, oh, they will think if I'm a Skrull that I won't need that, so I'll just bung one on anyway.
I reckon she done it purposely for this show. She was like, look, on Age of Heroes, they're going to be thinking about this, so I'm going to try and mess them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seemed really, like you say, a real left turn, sort of really out of place.
Yeah, it seems really strange for her character to do this. I do think the end of it is kind of setting up. They've got the secret invasion. I don't know if it's a show or a film that they're doing.
That's the Nick Fury show, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's obviously a massive Skrull heavy story. So possibly.
I think it might tie into the Armor Wars as well with Don Cheadle as War Machine. I think, especially with the government going to take over all of that, I think that can definitely play into that, and then into a secret invasion. I think that's what I can see. But can we just while we're on here, welcome back a fallen hero in Red Wing. We saw him crushed in episode 1, and then he makes that triumphant return. It was excellent.
I'd have liked to have seen him with a real Falcon, like in the comics. I'd have liked to have seen it.
Maybe we'll get that in Captain America 4.
Yeah. I'd have also liked to have seen the army guy, what's his name, Torres. I'd have liked to have seen him rock up with the Falcon wings after he fixed them. But,
you saw him a little bit, and
I
remember you mentioned that last week, and you saw him watching Sam on the telly, didn't you? And I thought, I wonder, but no, obviously not.
Well, I think that will cover the finale. Should we talk a little bit about Zack Snyders Army of the Dead? Obviously, it's just under a month away.
Definitely.
The trailer. What you guys
can't
I'm not
have an episode
fan, but he's made this and it looks insane. So I can't wait to actually watch this one. Believe it or not, it looks great fun.
We can't have an episode without squeezing Zack Snyder's name in it. So
that's what I said before. All roads lead back to Zack.
Yeah.
I think it looks mad. Like, it looks brilliant. It looks fun. It looks different. We've had fast zombies before, but now he's showing these as not just fast in terms of being able to sort of bomb after you, but they can fight. It looks like they're getting themselves into groups. They've got a leader. They're organised.
They've got pets.
They got pets. Yeah, they got
giant tiger pets. It's amazing.
But it's just the way he, even just from the trailer, like, not only is he able to, we saw it with Zack Snyder's Justice League, but not only is he able to sort of craft a trailer or a tease better than anyone else, it's just his stuff just looks different. It just looks. I mean, it's a zombie film. It's got no business looking that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The shots he made, you can see little bits in there very similar to what he filmed. Apparently, used something called a dream lens for the nightmare sequences with Joker and stuff like that. You can see that there's one little quick clip when they first see the zombies, and you've got the guy at the back and the woman at the front is really blurred, and then they sort of change.
Right, yeah.
It just looks amazing.
Yeah, clever. It's clever.
I love zombie films, so it is. Okay. I can't wait for it, and I'm a massive fan of like The Walking Dead, World War Z. I thought it was a great film, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, especially as it's Zack. It's got Dave Bautista in it, or Bautista, I should say. It always makes me laugh whatever film he's in, so I think he's going to be excellent.
He looks good. Like, he looks good in it. Like, I know I say, you've only had a 2.5 minute trailer, but it's a couple of scene one where he's looking at his old army medals, and you just think like, he's come a long way from just getting. I mean, he's brilliant in Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's not got loads to do. It looks like he's going to be sort of stretched a bit more in this emotionally, and he's going to have to do acting. I know they said that he turned a role down in the Suicide Squad to be in this, so
it fits him, doesn't it? It's not very military, and he's very with a gun. Yeah. It suits him. It's not like he's an out of place person. He suits like the character he's playing in this.
I don't know if you saw that article as well a little while ago where they'd done an interview with him. I saw it on Twitter, and he said a few years ago he had approached Warner Brothers, like he had gone to them and said he wants to play Bane.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, and he said they were like, we're not even casting that yet, and he's like, no, I know, but when you are, I'm playing Bane.
Yeah, I want to be down.
I think he'd be excellent because he'd fit into like a more comic accurate version of it. Like, because I get that Tom Hardy played him a little bit more comic accurate than the one we got in like Batman Forever, was it?
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman and Robin.
I forgot.
That wasn't Bane. I don't know who that was, but that wasn't Bane.
Yeah, that was like a weird Hulk type thing. But I think Batista would be able to do like a much more comic accurate version and play it really well. I like him. He's not like that typical, like wrestler turned actor who kind of does loads of shit basically. But I think he's really good. I like him.
Plus, if he came into your office, any one of you, wouldn't you be shitting yourself against him?
Yeah,
if he says he's doing something, you'd be like, okay, yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, the part's yours, mate.
Like one of the Bonds, wasn't he? He's in one of the Bonds.
That's it. Yeah, he's in Skyfall.
Just kills the guy, doesn't he, at the desk, and he just he didn't even breathe. He just does it in a couple of moves, and you're like, I think he could actually do that to someone.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can imagine the tea boy in the Warner Brothers office stirring a little bit of tea and then being like, "Oh, you want to play Bane? Yeah, I'll write it for you. I'll do whatever you say."
The way that Matt Reeves seems to like the tone of the films that he seems to be making. If he had a Bane character, obviously going to be probably more realistic than like say like the Batman and Robin. It would be quite a good touch. But as for the Army of the Dead trailer again as well, I think something else that Zack does really well is his song choices are really fitting
all the time.
You know what I mean? And obviously that Kenny Rogers song is quite. I mean, me and Charlie listen to country music anyway, so
definitely
we know the tune. But yeah, it just fits so well with the trailer.
I've got to point out,
it's one of those things, like you said, he picks the music so well that, like, why would you randomly expect to hear a Kenny Rogers song in this thing with like Batista mowing down zombies with guns and stuff? Like, you don't expect that to fit so well, but it just does.
Yeah.
Do you not think, like, the zombie woman that comes up and she's in like the tiara thing?
Mm.
Do you not think how close that could be to the zombie Wonder Woman and all that sort of stuff happening? And it's very cleverly done, and maybe that's a little hint, But
he doesn't seem to do stuff by accident, does he? That's got to be a nod, like. And then the same with like the zombie tiger, like.
Yeah.
You don't expect to see it, but when you see it, you're like, of course, Zack Snyder's put a zombie tiger in his film.
I think we mentioned it when we spoke about the trailer before as well. The line that comes after that, where the guy's like, a zombie tiger. Oh no, that's too far.
Yeah,
that's crossing the line.
That's perfectly Zack Snyder. Like you said, nothing's done by accident. He's kind of threw it all in there, and I think he's kind of done that to show, like, look, if you just let me do what I want, you're gonna get a zombie tiger.
Yeah. Yeah, and to see as well, you can't really tell it from the trailer, but obviously he replaced that actor, didn't he?
He replaced Chris D'Elia with Tig Notaro, wasn't it? Yeah,
so like he'd completed all his filming, so her head just must be, I don't know, or her body must have filmed all her stuff separate then and just cut it in somehow. Not that you can tell, but
not as easy as replacing a moustache.
But that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what came into my head. Like they couldn't even replace a moustache before, but he's managed to literally replace a whole person, and you can't spot it.
No, that moustache thing is going to be going on for many years, and no one's ever going to be able to replicate that. I don't think they're still working out there how they can't do it.
I know, yeah.
It's so bad. The amount of YouTube videos I've seen of people saying like, "I done this on my computer," or like, "I done this on my phone, sitting on the toilet," and it's a better job than.
But how much easier, as people that have read the comics and stuff, how much easier would it have been to just get him back and stick a mullet on him?
Yeah.
Like, and just leave him with the facial
Leave him with a beard.
Worked as well. It would have worked. Especially in the black suit, if he'd have done that. Yeah. It'd been insane. I think everyone would have gone mad.
If you look at Henry Cavill in Man of Steel, after he saves the oil rig and it blows up and he kind of washes up on the sea, where his hair's a little bit longer and he's got a big shaggy beard, that would have just been perfect. Just leave it at that.
It's like they wanted to sabotage it. They done it on purpose. I'm not having that. They didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
A lot.
Probably jealous of Zack.
7 minutes left, guys. I don't know if you want to throw anything in or what.
No, not really. Other than I was going to say when we were talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, just quickly something that does impress me with Marvel is their tone shift from sort of project to project is not just with the films, but WandaVision to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You couldn't have. I mean, I preferred WandaVision to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but you couldn't have got any different. Do you know what I mean? They both were completely different, and as Paul has mentioned a couple of times before, the amount of planning that must just go into, years prior to this stuff comes out is really impressive. Like,
yeah, we only see all this stuff as it airs, or you hear about it a few weeks before airing because of previews. But there's plans when you've seen it now. Like we've talked about Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Captain America 4. What's going to come off this? And you think this is probably only right at the beginning. They're probably good 3-4 years ahead of us. What can they do with all that power they know? This is terrible.
Yeah. Good luck to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think, like you said, though, have you seen the clip of like all the Marvel actors? I don't know what it was. It must be some kind of con. And someone says, this was like a good few years back now. Someone stands up and asks the question, when are we going to get a Falcon and Winter Soldier buddy comedy film? And the camera cuts to Kevin Feige, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Give me more.
Loads of people saying he's sitting there with a notepad going, oh, I'll get that guy back round and tell him to send me a few more ideas.
Yeah.
What do they want to see? Yeah.
Well, as you said, like he's his own target audience, isn't he? Because he's a fan of the stuff, so he probably does just sit there and be like, "What would I like to see?" Well, that. Yeah. So let's crack on.
Yeah, that's why DC need to break off and make a DC Studios instead of working with Warner Brothers and let someone like Zack or that Charles Roven be in charge of it. And
Charles, brilliant.
Yeah. Let them be in charge of it and create a universe, start all over again.
Yeah.
I think what Marvel have done really well, though, is the fact that you've got all these films that have gone right up to, I think it's 21, 22 films now.
Yeah.
And they are now utilising Disney Plus massively. They've, everyone on that on that site, you look at it and you think, it's got all the good films, blah, blah, blah. But then they're updating it all the time. There's a new show coming, whether you're a Disney fan, whether you're a Marvel fan, whether you're a Star Wars fan. Like Star Wars are bringing out.
Shows are coming.
And it's not even that. They've got the Mighty Ducks on there as well. So what more do you need?
Exactly, but it's what I mean. They can do that with their smaller characters who are now looking like they're going to then be bigger characters. We mentioned the Armor Wars coming. We've got Loki coming up. We're going to have a She-Hulk show. We're going to have Hawkeye with Kate Bishop. It's just twofold. It's just they're just going on and on and on, and I like what they're doing with it. And I'll say I would love to see DC do the same, but Marvel are killing it, aren't they?
They are, yeah. But DC are shitting the bed at every turn, aren't they? Like it's just,
it's horrible.
Marvel's been behind on the TV series for absolutely years, and now they're about to just blow it out of the park.
Yeah,
you can tell. I know the DC shows are all starting to drop back, and new announcements are coming, and Green Lantern is probably the only good one that's probably going to be turning up at the minute. Supergirl's ending, Black Lightning ending. I don't think the Flash is going to have too long, in my opinion, either now. And it's just like shit.
Yeah.
TV is fading at the minute, unless there's going to be some big thing come. I don't know.
As a DC fan, I always have to lean back on. Yeah, well, DC make better comics and they make better animated movies. That's all I'm sticking with. It's the only thing that's keeping me in.
Should we wrap it there then, guys? What do you think?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Oh. Tom, do you want to go for an ending?
Yeah, why not? Thanks everyone for joining us for episode 4. If it's your first time, please go back and check out 1, 2, and 3. It's a bit late to comment on number 3. I don't think giving away any more pops for anyone else is commenting on that. So, and if not, just stick around. We're going to keep having these casual chats about the things we like, and we hope you'll join us.
Brilliant. Yes, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Do subscribe to our channel, and hope you like the previous videos. Go back and watch them as well if you want to have a little listen or watch along. And we'll see you all again on the next episode.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So let's make it a regular thing. Come back.
Yeah, guys, I would just say finally, if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about that we haven't mentioned as yet, we will cover absolutely anything to do with not just comic book world, but if there's anything out there that you'd like us to cover. Obviously, we've got Bad Batch coming out from Star Wars. Obviously, we're going to have all through the year. We'll have like The Mandalorian season 3. So if you're a Star Wars fan, let us know down below. Anything we will talk about. So thanks for everyone. We'll see you all soon.
Brilliant. Take care. Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys.